Hey, my name's Tyrone Parham. I'm Deputy Chief here at Penn State University Police. One of the unit's divisions I oversee on game day is our traffic unit, which is a huge impact, getting people here to our Penn State home football games here safely. We have people coming in off of Atherton, off of University Drive, off of the bypass and 220 and Route 80. Most of the heavy traffic volume are coming in off those 4 major roads. We do most of our traffic volume sorted on prepaid permits. Our traffic staff are able to put those particular permits and colors in the specific traffic lanes. Once they're in that lane, our traffic folks are able to guide them into their parking space. So we're able to take them off the interstate into a parking space without them even needing to stop, talk to anyone, just based on their parking space. We certainly do have a heightened sense of security and alert, us being one of the larger stadiums in the country. We want to make sure people come to the game, feel safe. And I think in general, most people actually feel comfortable having their bag inspected. I think they like the process. They like knowing that they are comfortable and safe in their environment. And in the last several years, we've increased the numbers of cameras in the stadium. For the most part, if you're even in the parking lots, we can see you on camera. From the traffic-wise and roadways, we can also see you on a camera. Certainly at the gates, there are a number of cameras at the gates. We can certainly see activity at the gates, which we watch for not only at the gate, but just outside of the gates. Also inside the gates, we look at obviously underneath the stadium from the cameras, and also inside the stadium bowl, that is the reserved seats and general seats and student areas. We can look at everything inside the stadium as well. So the cameras have definitely helped. We'll have officers both on the home team side and on the visiting team side. So that is definitely a Big Ten rule. As far as people rushing the field, we strongly discourage it. Our stadium holds 107, 108,000 people. Just not enough room to have everyone on the field. Sometimes everyone rushes down at the same time. The trampling thing that gets created. Sometimes we've even had people get assaulted on the field, people getting pushed, shoved, just kind of chaos. There's really no organized, people lining up on the field. Patrolling the lots, again, is definitely for safety. We have a large amount of law enforcement here during game day. We obviously check on people that might be having difficulties with maybe a medical emergency. We need to get EMS there. We certainly do enforcement for some items, particularly underage drinking, is certainly an enforcement item for us. Certainly public drunkenness, disorderly conduct, fights, and other type of disorderly behavior is certainly an enforcement component. I think alcohol brings up so many things, probably scenarios that people, they just wouldn't do on a day that they were sober. So for some people, it brings out the worst of them. So we do know game day, we end up responding to a number of calls that just would not have existed if we didn't have the alcohol impact, whether it be a fight, urinating in public, damaging someone's car, stealing things out of your tailgate. I think what happens is people don't really intend to get that intoxicated, but they don't realize at all, that you do have a limit. And people just drink, they come out, they have a good time with friends, and they end up drinking early on. Say, for instance, for a 3:30 game where lots open up at 8 o'clock, people may get here around 10 and they start drinking at 10 o'clock. By the time 3:30 gets here, they may have had 10, 15 beers, and that limit is now finally hit them. So yeah, I'd say definitely alcohol is a huge factor for us. So as far as when we patrol the parking lots and are just out there preventing things from happening, we want to make sure we show a presence and make sure that people keep their behavior under control. We have had some issues with just kind of the whole spirit of visiting team fans, and occasionally we've had some of our fans get into physical or verbal confrontations with other fans from other opposing schools, which initially may start as just a little verbal, kind of verbal school spirit. Then it may get out of control. So that's certainly, for some of our big games, big competitive games, that's certainly an obstacle. So I'd say go into the day with an idea that you're going to have a great time, but just generally speaking, be very respectful for others, including just kind of watching out for themselves and making sure that they aren't disrespectful to others.